Welcome everyone. This is a presentation of the Skills for Prosperity Kenya project by Southeastern Kenya University, SEKU. The project has been a collaborative endeavor curated by the management of the university under the leadership of our Vice Chancellor, Professor Geoffrey Muluvi, and our Deputy Vice Chancellor, Academic Research and Student Affairs, Professor Spora Ng'ang'a, and executed by the Skills for Prosperity Kenya SEKU team. The team members are myself, Dr. Munene Mwaniki as the team leader, Professor Eliud Moli, Professor Josephat Kimatu, Dr. Anne Christian Kaboi, Ms. Vasdismas Gemu, Dr. Sedina Misango, Dr. Charles Moyoya, Mr. Kim Mosela, and Madam Jane Mino. Our project focused on developing an optimal template for digitizing courses within higher education settings on an understanding the technological and existential realities of the 21st century call for pause and invitation to rethink education generally and higher education specifically, especially as it relates to content and modes of delivery. At the core of the template is a matrix that contains 4 variables. These are the variables of time, content, tasks, and complexity. With regard to time, the template consists of 7 blocks as follows: an initial 3 weeks, a quiz in week 4, intermediate 4 weeks, continuous assessment test in week 9, advanced 4 weeks, quiz 2 in week 14, summative evaluation in weeks 15 and week 16, and quiz 1 and 2 make up the second part. With regard to content, the template also consists of 7 blocks as follows. We've got introductory content that takes 3 weeks. Again, we've got quiz 1 in week 4. We have got intermediate content that takes 4 weeks. Again, we've got the continuous assessment tests in week 9. And then we have got advanced content that takes 4 weeks, and then quiz 2 in week 14. And we have got summative evaluation, which within the university setting, this is essentially the end of semester examinations. It is important to reiterate that quiz 1 and quiz 2 in this template make up the second part. With regard to tasks, the template recognizes that these are translated at the intersections of time and content, and therefore provides latitude for individual lecturers to customize tasks. With regard to complexity, the template provides for hierarchical and horizontal complexity, which is to say, tasks and content can either get complex as the course advances through time, or task and content can be able to get complex within a particular topic. Now, to illustrate this template, the team selected one of the university's core courses, or core common courses, namely communication skills, which has got the code of CCS001, and for good reasons. Academic literary skills, which CCS001 engenders, are critical for success in students' academic life, and one day add well into students' work life well after graduation.
Southeastern Kenya University, repurposing communication skills.
This is a project by Southeastern Kenya University for the Skills for Prosperity Kenya. It is called Repurposing Communication Skills. For all first-year students. It has been crafted by trained digital online educators for the 21st century market demands. The university used to have a common course for both humanities and science students. However, we realized that the needs for both students were different. Therefore, we have come up with discipline-specific content for both categories of students. This shall enable them to be effective and efficient in communicating their skills, collaborating and increasing their employability and knowledge transfer.
Southeastern Kenya University Skills for Prosperity project. Our project is on communication and collaboration skills, and we will demonstrate how we are able to load it onto our LMS. The SEKU team has already been introduced, and here are our portraits, a representation of management, the team of educators that were trained, and the ICT and technical support. We loaded the communication repurposed course on the SEKU dashboard so that it's accessible to both students and faculty members at the university. When you log in into the SEKU website on our e-learning homepage, this is how CCS001 will appear. As a learner in our university, when you go to our e-learning portal, this is the way it displays and that's how you're able to log in into our LMS. This page demonstrates our login. It has a provision for where you're able to put in your username, your password, and then log in. We use our email address, corporate email address, as our usernames, and then unique passwords to log in. This is a sample of how, once you have been able to log in, you'll be able to search for a specific course. For this specific course, the code is CCS001, meaning repurposed communication skills. And when you search for it and you're able to go in, that's the way the search results will present themselves. So you're able to go into the course. Once you have been able to get to the course, then we are expecting you to do a self-registration. We are able to do a self-registration and you're able to enroll yourself into the course. You get an entry key and you log into the system as one of our students. The enrollment key is sent to your corporate email so you can be able to log in. This is a sample of a student that has already received the key and they have been able to enroll into the course. On the SEKU LMS, once inside the communication and collaboration skills for science and humanities, this is the landing page. It will give you what are the contents, the rules and regulations, the team of educators and support team that you can access. Then the blogs, it gives you a provision of where the cards will be, and at the very end, the final exam. On this slide, I'm demonstrating how different sessions and lectures will look like inside the LMS. Some of them are in text, others are in diagrams, others are in voiceovers, others have video recordings, so that we are able to accommodate the unique needs of our different students. During the course, after block 1, we allow students to undertake a CAT as part of formative assessment. After block 2, they take a CAT. And after block 3, which is unique for different groups, that is science and arts, they undertake a quiz that is unique to the specific groups. Quiz 1 and quiz 2 account for CAT 2, then CAT 1 is after intermediate. This is a sample of how questions look like on the formative assessment. Questions will be in short answers, matching, and they will also have multiple choices. And once the student has been able to submit their assessment, then they are able to see their score, they are able to see whether they were successful in the submission, and they are also able to tell whether they have another attempt to increase their score, and for the CAT, they only have one attempt. Lastly, this is how the examination looks like. In the course of the semester, the student is only able to see the regulations of what is expected of them to do before they are ready for the exam. At the bottom, the slide there is how the lecturer will be able to view the section for the exam so that they are able to tell if they have uploaded the exam, and they have also been able to use the security features to hide it from the students. On this side, then, is a sample of how an essay question would look like for our students. Summative assessment is basically 70%. Thank you.